Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Trump and some dates and the requested date as put forth by Trump's legal team and compare that to the date put forward by Smith. And we'll just kind of run through all of that and make some comparisons. Okay, so if you missed it, the former president and his legal team have requested a trial date for the election interference case in April. That's a few months past the January date that Smith wanted. But it's also worth noting Smith wants the trial in January of 2024. Trump is requesting the trial to happen in April of 2026. I'm not a judge. I'm not over this case. I don't know, but I feel like the judge isn't going to agree to that. Again, not a judge, not a lawyer, not a legal expert, but that just seems unlikely. The Trump team has said that the reason they need literally years to prepare is because there's a lot of documents, is really what it boils down to. That is what they are saying. I am skeptical that the judge is even going to remotely entertain this. It is something that is just seems to me to be so absurd that it might just be rejected out of hand. We won't have to wait long to find out. I believe the judge wants to set a tentative trial date on August 28th, and we'll be hearing information about this at that time. I feel like the Department of Justice might win this argument. Now, for comparison, we can look at the other trial dates. And I do understand why Smith might want to do the election interference one in January because, I mean, there are other dates at stake here. Georgia, the tentative trial date is March 4th. That's what the prosecution is requesting. That seems a little unlikely. It might be delayed a little bit. I wouldn't expect it to go much beyond that, though. The New York trial date is set for March 25th. I know that's one we haven't talked about in a while. That's about the payments. And then the classified documents case is May 20th. We have no idea what's going to happen with that case as far as timing because of, well, the other circumstances involved with that case. But I feel like putting it off until 2026 is not something the judge is going to go for. That seems, it almost seems like something that is so absurd, it might induce her to set an even earlier trial date. Basically, if you're not going to take this seriously, I guess we can go ahead and move ahead now. That might be the case due to some other developments. It is worth noting that the judge in that case has had some threats. And while there is no direct connection that can be proven, I would imagine that many believe there is at least a link between some of the rhetoric and less than accurate statements that have been put out and those threats. All of this is something that might induce a judge, in the interest of public safety, to move a trial along. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.